Okay, hello and welcome back to Two Nigerian Women. Thank you for coming back, joining us on whatever platform you are on. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. It allows us to do more of this. My name is Ibukun.
And my name is Abidemi. Welcome to today's episode.
Yeah, and you can see we have a mysterious face with us here.
Long awaited mysterious face. Please, I can't
Honestly.
help myself. I am excited because of the angle that this mysterious face will bring to pressing and unpressing issues. But please give it up for Uncle Sumade.
Wow,
I'm
thank
excited
you, thank you. This is my first
on another level.
podcast, and this welcome is so good. Yes, my name is Sumade, and I'm pleased to be on Two Nigerian Women.
Brilliant, brilliant.
But
Could you
Uncle
give us?
Sumade is being very modest. Uncle Sumade is an author, just in
It's
case.
true. Uncle, you have
We
written
need
book now.
Can you just
Sorry?
tell us a little bit about your? Can you tell us a little bit about your? Just a tiny bit.
It's a Christian Nigerian fantasy book. It incorporates the struggle between Christianity and traditional, for quote unquote, magic in Nigeria. There's elements of angels versus demons, and what's the word? The search of a soul for salvation. So it's all. It sounds grander than it is, but it's all in there. It's called the Asha, and Asha means falcon or raven. I can't remember which one, but yeah.
Okay.
So
Well, what we will do is we'll put a link to the Amazon store in the description. So for those of you listening,
you.
look to the description box. If you're watching on YouTube, go to the description box. The book is available on Amazon and it's a good read. I'm an avid reader. I've read the book. I couldn't put it down. It was really, really good. Okay.
Yes.
So
Thank
the
you.
reason you are here, Uncle, is because you are the person in our WhatsApp asking us questions that were like, where did this one come from? Yeah. And we thought we'll bring you on for you to share a dilemma that you've come across. You know, those your friends, God knows where you know these people from, that come to you with problems. Give us a dilemma and let us discuss. Let us give our perspective on what you bring. So over to you.
Yes, I am the person that brings loads of questions and puzzles, because I come across them every day on social media, just walking about thinking. And I think I'm not sure where I got this one from, but it's basically this. So a man and a woman are colleagues at work, very good colleagues, and then they mutually discover that they have mutual attraction for each other. But they're both married to different people, and they want to stay faithful in their marriages, so they don't want anything to happen. So the dilemma is, what should they do? Should they continue to be colleagues and just keep a distance, or should one person leave the job? You can add the fact maybe that their dream jobs, they're thriving in their careers. Leaving might cause all sorts of financial and other kinds of problems, but that's the dilemma. What are they supposed to do?
Wait. So
First
both
and
of them are
foremost,
married.
I have a headache. Because I just feel that you overcomplicate a lot of things. Like, what angle are we going to look at it from? The Christian angle? Are we going to look at it from the not Christian angle, like a moral
All
angle?
right.
No. It is.
No. We have to play because not everyone is a Christian. Let us play devil, because somebody is very good in playing devil's advocate. Do you understand?
Yes,
He's
he
throwing
is.
it.
Yes.
you talk from the Christian angle, and I will try, which is very weird, try and play it from his own angle, which I doubt I'm going to get it. But for
No.
me, yeah, exactly. For me, I just feel that two individuals,
Yeah.
no, but seriously, there are two individuals that are attracted to themselves in a work environment, and let's say they're not Christians, because our lives are governed by our personal relationship with God. So a lot of the
Mm-hmm.
times we don't do
Yeah.
anything outside our walk with God. But it's extremely difficult for people that do not have any, apart from being moral, let's just be good, good versus
Yeah.
ego, yin and yang. This is what
Yeah.
it is. A lot of people give in to these desires, whether or not they like it. Some of them might even be in open marriages. We're talking based on we being Christians. There are lots of people that believe in open marriages. A lot of throuples. I don't know if you heard about it. It is a thing.
Yeah,
It's not
we've heard.
couples, a throuple.
Well, I've heard about it.
People,
Yes.
two males and
Yeah.
a female, or two females and a male. It is happening. There are apps of people that engage in this. There are people that live together as a throuple
Mm-hmm.
and they don't see anything wrong. There are a lot of open marriages, which, as I can tell you, is a thing in Nigeria now, but a lot of people are very hush hush about it. There are a lot of open marriages now, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Anyway, so if they're not Christians, they don't believe in it. Some of them, they can give into the desires. It's going to make them feel better. And sometimes they have understanding partners that don't have any issue with things like that. But me
Yeah.
personally, the world that I live in my own reality, somebody needs to leave the job and go.
Why?
I
You
Why?
don't
I
have
agree.
to.
Wait now, wait.
Why
Let me
should you
also
put
agree.
yourself no? But why
You
should you put
you're
yourself
wrong.
in a situation that you can't? You're opening the door for um for temptation. You don't need all of that. Life is already as difficult as it can get. Why are you complicating your life? Because
You can't run away
you're
from
not
temptation. You
no,
can
but you're
deal
not,
with temptation without running away from it.
sometimes
Uh,
you need to run actually.
that's the dealing
Especially if
with
you
it.
some
But
people
I
don't
don't
have
have
any
a
trust
problem
Sometimes, but
with
not
it.
all the time.
Ah,
you have not met somebody that is very vehement about chasing you and doesn't care whether or not you are
exactly.
married or
But
not.
that's the
So
point.
any
They are not, they don't want to chase each other.
you they connect because somebody's desire is going
They
to be
don't
more.
want to chase each
No,
other.
wait.
It's just that they were
She might
working
be
late one night.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
are you talking about yourself?
You had better not.
I'm
You
sorry.
had better not be talking about himself. In
No, I'm not
fact,
talking about
wait.
myself.
I
Let
know.
me let me please verify something. You said it was a
Okay.
mutual attraction, which meant they
Yes.
acknowledged it, right? Okay. If they are that
Yes.
mature to acknowledge a mutual attraction, they should be mature enough to walk
Hmm.
away physically, not
They
just,
are. Yeah, they
physically.
did. They did.
No, physically, as
So
in
they did.
leave the
So
physical space permanently.
so one person should leave work, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Because you can still be in the because okay, let's say that they were close colleagues, they had lunch
Mm-hmm.
together, they worked on projects
Mm-hmm.
together and stuff like that. They vibed with each other. But then okay, this has
Mm-hmm.
happened. They realize that okay, they don't want to, and then they decide to keep it only professional. No more lunches, no more staying together in
Mhm.
the office late. They just create those boundaries and say, yes, we work together, but that's it.
I don't trust it.
Wh-
I
What's
don't
wrong,
trust
what's wrong
it
with that?
because there's still the physical connections that will still keep on going on. Because yes, you are
Yeah.
close colleagues. So not knowing if one is boss and one is subordinate. What if they're thrown into a situation where they have to travel together and they respected themselves to keep things, professional. But when you're in each other's
Yeah.
physical space, anything can happen. Anything can happen. So, Sumari, what are you saying?
So I can understand that that will be a delicate situation, but that is not all
Mhm.
jobs have a travel element. Yeah, let's let's just take an open office job. Yeah,
Okay.
where you come to work, you
Mm-hmm.
do a 9 to 5, and you go home. and that's it, Monday to Friday. And then, you guys share lunch hour, maybe you work on a project or two together, and that's where the professionalism and, you developed a closeness, and then suddenly you realize, oh, there's an attraction. But you both decide, no, we're not doing this because we are happily married. And so we're going to keep it professional, and that's it. So no more lunches, you face your husband, I face my wife, and that's it. Is that so difficult? Don't get me wrong, I understand that there's a pitfall there, but how often can you run away from these pitfalls? Because you're going to run away to another office, there are going to be other people there.
Hey, wait, so is this person a prolific mutual attractor or something? No. Then okay, the problem is actually even deeper than
come on now.
Uncle.
Okay.
We
have a friend. We have a friend that you said you met him and his daughters on last weekend. You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
During university, that guy was very, very friendly. But he was just a friendly guy. But if he had said yes to certain things, he would be more than a friendly guy. He would have become what people call a player. But he never crossed that line. But he was so friendly that there were lots of people that wanted to cross that line with him.
Wait, okay, so Uncle Sumade, what you're saying is, wait, what you're saying is, if one of them leaves that position because of the physical proximity to the person they had a mutual attraction to, then they go somewhere else and then develop another mutual attraction, there's a problem. That's what I'm saying. That's different to someone who's friendly by nature. If the person is going from job to job and connecting with someone on an emotional level, then there is something intrinsically wrong in their marriage. And
not necessarily. Not necessarily. Attraction does not necessarily mean emotional connection. Does it?
It might. I think somebody is saying it might be a physical thing. It might just be physical. It's not emotional.
Physical thing.
Wait now, so any fine boy, fine girl will always have the problem, is what you are saying?
No, not every time. It might be a phase. Like, okay, let me give you a good example. I have a friend that is taking HRT, but they gave her too much testosterone.
Okay.
And that testosterone was like high. And every little detail about her husband, she started noticing what she wasn't noticing before. She noticed so many things. And then I found out, we have been overdosing of this. We need to pull it back. So if somebody's going through that kind of thing and is noticing things that they never noticed before somewhere else, and you know it's a phase, what are you going to do? So it might be a physical thing. It's not an emotional thing.
Okay,
it doesn't mean that her marriage is suffering or his marriage is suffering.
No, but the example well, this is the thing. So, okay, what we're advocating for is people not falling into temptation by being in close physical contact, right? What Sumade now counters is what if now moves away from that.
That's what you're advocating for. What I'm advocating for is that it is possible to be in close contact and still not fall for temptation.
Yep.
You see what I mean? So you can remain in that proximity and not necessarily fall.
Yeah, but you can make a conscious effort. It's not easy. Because also, attraction might be more into the other person than the other person is.
No, it's mutual. That is mutual. No, Sumade, the dilemma is mutual.
It's even even between couples, the love for each other is not mutual. Somebody most of the time has a higher percentage than the other one. It's true.
Conversation.
It's true. It is true.
I think it's different.
But it's true.
I think it's different.
It cannot be the same.
No, Sissy boy, it's different when it is in a marriage context. But when this is in, especially where it is quote unquote hidden, because it's a secret. They're not going around, or are they going around telling their spouses they have their mutual attraction for somebody else?
Well, okay, so that's the next part of the dilemma. Should they tell their spouses that they have
That
someone in the office that they find attractive? And what would the spouse say? Would the spouse say, I think you should leave that job?
I think next time, no, but I think it depends on the spouse. If you have a spouse that is generally very, very jealous about everything, there's no point talking about it
Yeah.
because even if you're not doing anything, they've already gone far. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we talk about attraction between man and woman. You know, there's attraction between men and men. There's a guy that's been eyeing up my husband in the gym.
Mm.
Yeah. And he actually told my husband to fill him up, to touch him. You know, that, no, bro, thank you. But he's always trying to. But I think it depends on the individual. Yes, it's a good thing to expose evil, but sometimes that can be.
But this is what I don't understand. If your husband shuts him down, if your husband says stop it, and he still continues, that's harassment, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's not. After that day, I think guy just tried to get his attention, and my husband not really interested. He said, oh, that he can feel his muscle.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's a one-off, but he's always trying to seek his attention. So we have that as well. But so this thing, it's male, female, it's all encompassing. Like even you just going down to get a coffee. Because I've noticed, funny enough, it is very, very weird. I was on a train, and some guy with two kids was chatting me up. He didn't even know I was married. I said I'm married for 12. That time I was 12 years, almost 13. And you almost see like was deflated, but it was just a normal conversation. You're just meeting me. We're just talking. Of course, I went to told my husband. There wasn't anything. I gave him my Instagram. So he messages me on Instagram by just chatting. No, serious, I don't want to give him my number. How are you doing? How this? Because also on the train, and another lady was listening to us talk, and she said that you need to whatever it is you're selling, you need to bottle it because it seems like you're encouraging. Like I was really, really trying to encourage him because it seemed a bit deflated. It's gone through rough patch, gone through stuff. Funny enough, I don't respond to his message all the time because I don't take my Instagram. So he messages me often, and I don't. I respond and on to the next, maybe till next month. Because also, you also have to be careful how much of yourself you are giving.
Yeah.
If I know that looking at me a certain type of way, I'm not going to give you that opportunity to get any close. So there's that. But then again, I remember the one that we told you about the guy in town center, which was so annoying. I really want to kick myself when I remember about the guy in town center. It is annoying. I don't need all that kind of thing. Not like I need it anyway, but it's annoying.
Need to tell the people listening and the viewers what this guy in town center did.
Without saying too much, he almost made it seem like as if, because he asked for my number, he's looking for a job. I said, I can't give him my number. I don't know you. I'll give him my email address if that's fine. I said, okay, you can do this, and this job. He said, no, he's been doing supply for a very long time in Nigeria. I can't come here and be doing delivery work. I said, then you're not serious. So I gave him my email address anyway. He told me. He goes like, oh, are you scared that if you give me, first and foremost, say I'm looking really young, can't believe that I have a 12-year-old child. I said, yes, because I'm not married to a Nigerian. Sorry, I just have to say it. Sorry. I am sorry for people. I just have to say my mind. So I just had to tell him because I just wanted to push it. And then he goes like, do you think that if you give me your number that you like me? I was so disgusted. And he said, I only wish you could see the look on your face. Like you look so disgusted. Oh, sorry. You look so disgusted. And I couldn't help myself. Like, how dare you? Do you understand? I just gave you a organic trust. Yeah, so there's that. But you have people like that. So it's left for you too as even today, I went to get a coffee and I just knew that somebody was staring at me. And I'd not showered. I went to do a school run. I got coffee. I was just dressed down. I don't know who was looking. I looked back and this guy like winked at me and I just smiled and I turned back. But it wasn't like, in my mind, I'm like, bro, you're on your way to work. I just look like I rolled out of bed. Like, can you please just, do you understand? So you have people like that.
Yeah, but see,
you can't help the way. No, you can't help the way. No, but you can't help the way you look.
Now they're transient
Even when you're
situations.
this
They
down.
are one-time interactions. This is 9 to 5, 8 hours a day, five
Yeah.
days a week. That's if you
Yeah.
are allowed to work from home. 8 hours a day,
Well, it's
5 days
COVID,
a
so you
week.
can work from home. She can work from home or he can work from home. I'm
And they
telling
don't
the
see what I
spouse,
work.
actually.
They need to
No.
see.
But I haven't said that. Sorry. I tease my husband about people that we joke about.
I'll cut it
And
out. Yeah.
so it's a teasing thing. I'll say, "Oh, I met someone on a train, and he asked for my number." And so we say that jokingly. It's not anything, and it goes like, "Yeah, that." And the guy that I saw at the gym was giving him the look. So we do that to ourselves back and forth. But it's not. It depends on who you're with. I think it's very important to know the person that you're with. You don't also want whatever thing that you say to be used against you, because there's a lot of emotional blackmail
Yeah.
that goes on between just couples,
Mm-hmm.
friends. There's a lot of that. You want somebody to be telling you when it's not even that serious, and then somebody's
Yeah.
trying to you for somebody looking at you or feeling a certain type of way. And for see, we are human. We are not made of wood. We are not made of sticks. We are not made of we have feelings, but it's the way you deal with those feelings. How do you not cut people, put people in their place? How do you handle
Mm.
situations like this? It's not always gonna go your way. How are you gonna do it? But so I think in terms of the spouse, it depends on who the spouse is and how and your relationship with that person actually. Do you understand?
Yeah.
What's the relationship with the person that you're married to? How truthful, how real are you? Even if it comes out in form of a joke, we joke about it and laugh about it, and then that's it. But there's nothing extra added to it. But having
Okay,
said
can I
that,
come in with the
I have a
Christian
friend,
helicopter?
an elderly lady.
Sissy, let me come
Okay,
with the
okay,
Christian helicopter. Yeah? Something like this
okay.
Okay.
happened in the Bible, and it was Joseph and Potiphar's
Yeah.
wife. Now,
Yes,
who
Yeah.
was the aggressive one? Like, she was so attracted to Joseph, Joseph should come and sleep with her. Joseph was like, I can't
Yeah.
sin against God. Talk less of you, Potiphar, who entrusts me with his house and his affairs.
mm,
Mm.
Now, he ran
mm,
away. Because he was a slave, he obviously could not leave Potiphar's house. But the woman then
yes,
Yeah.
escalated it to the point of accusing him
Yeah.
of rape. Things have not
yeah.
changed that much in
Yeah.
the world today. So this
And now
person
it's
with
even worse.
mutual attraction, thinking you can still stay in the same vicinity with the other, before you know it, an accusation could come up. I'm not saying it would. It could come up and say it is
That's
harassment,
the point.
especially if
That's the
man
point.
you don't mess with your life,
Yeah.
because the way to unravel this person's life would be instantaneous. There's so many celebrities out there who are at the pinnacle of popularity. Someone
Right.
just accused them of
Mm-hmm.
sexual assault. They're gone. They
Yeah.
are cancelled, totally
Mm-hmm.
gone. So in that sense, this sort of situation is too it's too much of a volatile situation to think let sleeping
Mm,
dogs lie and let us just
mm.
exist in the same geographical location and everything will be fine. Please don't deceive yourselves, though, because nothing has changed in
So
this
speak. So
world.
in that
Centuries
scenario,
ago,
who should leave? It should it be the man or the woman?
whoever has interesting prospects should leave as soon as they can. Simple. Sorry.
What do you mean
But
interesting
if
prospects?
no,
As
but
in
if in a
being able to
situation
get a
that
job
either of them
somewhere
can
else
leave,
quickly. Mm.
yeah, but what in the situation neither of them can leave? What do they do? Now I'm trying to play devil's advocate.
Yeah.
What do you do?
You have turned
Yeah,
into United
because
States.
Jobs are hard.
do you take a financial hit? I mean, okay, for instance, now we are talking about not telling
No.
the spouse, but how do you go back to your
Mm,
spouse and go, I've got to leave my job and I've got to go and take a job that's going to pay me less? And she'll be like, why?
You
The house we
don't
wanted to buy
see
or all the
all the
financial
debts
plans
you
we
are
have.
in now.
mhm.
Okay,
So
so
how do you explain
I
if you don't want to tell her?
no, it would not be immediate. The telling her, I've not yet spoken to that yet, because I'm in two minds about it. But and hopefully I would resolve
Mm,
that soon. But finding a job is not going to be immediate. It's not like today you decide and tomorrow you get a job. But you
Yeah, I
should be
know.
actively, if
I know.
you're a Christian or just smart, full stop. You should actively be looking
Yeah.
to move away from that situation. When you find it, you move.
Yeah.
And before then, you physically avoid the person because you don't know what spirit the other person is carrying. You genuinely don't. In
Mm.
terms of
It
telling
might
your
actually also be an accusory spirit because some people will do anything to advance. It's a dog eat dog world. What if she's
yeah,
just trying
but
to
Yeah.
set you
that
Yeah.
up?
one is
Or
different.
you
Yeah.
rejected me? Oh, no. Or you rejected me, and so I'm going to make you pay.
Mm.
And then there's the
Yeah.
hounding. Oh, we
Yeah.
had dinner.
Yeah.
We're giving. There's all of that because one thing I've noticed
Yeah.
that in the corporate world, anything goes as long as you get
Mm.
your promotion. So what if
Yeah.
it's a pitfall to disgrace someone? You
Mm.
think all those CEOs that have been abused of, that have been accused of abuse and all of that, it was a 1 day thing?
No,
It
it's
might be a scorned
accumulated.
ex. A lot of the times it's a
Yeah.
scorned person. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes somebody, well, I'm going to make you pay kind of
Mm.
thing. And we're talking about being in a world that people don't have no fear of God
I
No.
find it
whatsoever.
interesting that you guys are. You're not. I'm not saying you're not supporting women, but you're
Ah.
not You're not putting them on this believe everything they say pedestal kind of thing.
Eh?
It's
No,
like
No.
it's like
brothers,
you're
remember
saying that
that,
sometimes they can be as devious as or
yes, they're
No.
even devious to their fellow woman. They're devious to their fellow woman. But we have brothers. We see, we have never been in a situation where someone accused you of what you didn't do. It's the worst place to be, especially when someone's
Exactly.
reputation is on the line. I don't
yeah.
believe everything. No. Some things, like some lies using walking stick, it's not for
Mm.
me. I don't believe it. Like, no, no,
Yeah.
no. The mat is not matting. The loaf of bread, one slice is off. Something is
Happy.
not there. So
There's
I
something
There's
wrong.
some things that there's no middle ground. Like we need to start telling ourselves the truth and calling bullshit for what it is. Bullshit. This
Yeah.
world that we live in, things are
Language.
going from bad
Language.
to worse, and only because it's only because certain people decided to keep quiet.
It's true. It's true.
So I said,
Generation.
I don't know if you heard about the story about the girl in Ireland, the gymnast in Ireland. I'm sure you must have seen it, somebody.
Oh,
Mm.
that thing was horrible.
Yes, it
We're
was.
going to have a topic. We're going to talk about that thing. But that thing went on because somebody did not speak when they were supposed to speak. That thing
Mm.
happened
Yeah.
A year,
2022 March, and we're
a
talking
year
about it in
ago.
some.
Mm.
That hurts me the most is that these parents are Nigerian.
Mm.
Mm.
Hey, you will not do my face. My daughter will first call you. Me, I'll climb that fence. But I'm not
Mm.
going to drag
Mm.
you. I'll just say, you forgot somebody. Because
Mm.
the reason why this has gone on, nobody said anything when they ought to say something. And now, it's 1 year
Yeah.
too late.
Yeah.
So
We
this
need to
woman
Yeah.
should have been
more.
that, they'll have sacked her, they'll have shamed her. That is an
Mm-hmm.
original Karen. By the time you finish with her, she won't have any reputation to pick up. Because we
But
need to start calling rubbish for what it is. And that's what I'm saying. So when you're talking about we not standing up for women and all of that and saying woman, no. We need to start calling rubbish for what it is. This kind of
Yeah.
thing has gone on for far because so many people have kept quiet. You think slavery, besides it going on and people enabled it, when he wanted to stop, somebody had to take a stand, and he
mm-hmm.
started.
Yeah.
It was a great thing for people started coming on board. You need to take a stand, and we are
Mm-hmm.
bringing up children that need to stand up for what is right and true,
I
Yeah.
agree.
and it starts
Yeah.
with us in this world.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not
Mm.
believing anybody just because you said.
No.
He
Mm.
has
No,
to.
you need to come showing your exact evidence and be able to prove what
Yeah.
you're saying is right. Because unfortunately, we live in a world where not everyone can be trusted. And we are women. Yeah,
Mhm.
well,
Yeah.
the title is Two Nigerian Women. We are women, but like in our very first episode, we identify as children of the Most High God. We are on the side of God,
Yeah.
of truth, whether you're
Yes,
man or woman. We are
Yeah.
mothers as well, we are wives as well, we are sisters as well, and
sisters.
we have male children. So in that sense,
Yes, and you have
female
female
children.
children. So you are a feminist. You are a feminist, Uncle Sue. You are a
It's
feminist.
true. Uncle
Mhm.
Smiley is a
I am. Oh,
feminist.
I am. I'm in a house full of women. How
women
can I not
blindly.
be?
Well,
Exactly.
we do
Just
not
like
accept
who is in a
women
house full of
blindly.
men. So you have to be a manist. You're in a house full of
We are
men.
not humanists. I don't even know what that is. But the point is, we stand on the side of truth and we will defend anyone who is speaking truth, whether you're a man or a woman.
Yeah.
So, in that sense, we're not blindly saying, yes, me too. We're not blindly saying, yes, the patriarchy or any of those wonderful terms that they love to use out
Mm,
there.
mm,
Let us go back to this
mm,
dialogue
mm,
and the fact that I think Sisi and I are on the same page. We're advocating leave if you can, as soon as you can, but also back to being able to tell your spouse, because it's spouse on both sides, because the man and the woman in both situations you said are both married. I don't
mm.
know.
Yes.
I don't know that I would get myself into such a situation ever, but you see, anything, no, nothing is how best to say it.
Mm.
There's no temptation that is unknown, Abby. That how does the Bible say? It's you are not
Yeah.
no one
It's
is
new one.
Yeah.
any temptation. No one is
Mm, mm,
above
mm,
temptation in that sense. But the point is,
mm,
because I have such a close relationship, my husband is my best friend, genuinely. And I
Yeah.
will tell him everything. I will tell him my whole day. So I will tell him. But like Sissy highlighted, if the person has a proclivity to jealousy, be careful how you tell them. Be very careful how you
Yeah.
tell
yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Because you are also culpable
Yeah.
because it's mutual attraction.
Mm,
What are you looking at? You close your eyes. You know how I think it was Jesus that said, go and misquote Jesus, so but it's in the New Testament. If your hand is causing you to sin, cut it off. If your eye is
Cut
causing you
it
to
off.
sin,
Yeah.
pluck it. Close your eyes.
Yeah.
See no evil, hear no evil, do no evil.
no,
You need
yeah,
to
yeah,
you
Yeah.
need to guard your own mind and your heart. How are you mutually attracted to somebody that is not your spouse? What are you doing?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's dangerous
I
territory.
think
Dangerous
I remember some guy talking about marriage. One of these marriage people, and it was like your spouse has to be. You should try and have eyes only for your spouse.
territory.
So you know that thing when they say train your eyes not to be seen. It's not as if we're
Mm-hmm.
talking about walking around blind, but always
Mm-hmm.
make sure that
Tunnel
you look at
vision.
your
That's
spouse even
yeah,
more than you look at all the other people
yeah.
around you, because then you
Mm-hmm.
that shields you and helps you develop a barrier against these attractions and stuff like that. So
Mm.
On that
yeah,
note,
but
I
the
think
dilemma
to
was
give
not
the
necessarily 2% people, but just the question of two people working in an office. This has happened. I know
they need
sometimes they're
Jesus.
like the woman should leave, or should if it's a subordinate woman, maybe you should have her sacked or something like that. And I'm just like, just because you find yourself attracted to your colleague doesn't mean you should end her career and all that kind of
Mm.
stuff. So
Yeah.
that
See, I wish them the
We do
best in
have a
their
lot of
new
people
home.
that are not yeah, but we do have a lot of people that are not what's that word? They don't have empathy. Like
mm,
if we're talking about being in the corporate world, a lot of people, I'm there to make money, I'm there to advance my career. I do not care who is
yeah,
in the
yeah.
way of achieving
Who's in the
that.
way?
They will it doesn't matter. Do you
Mm-hmm.
understand? It
Mm,
is it's an uncomfortable truth, but it's a reality for a lot of people.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It
Mm,
is a reality. You even have Christians that will tell you that there's nothing wrong. That's the way the world works anyway, and you're part of it. So you might as well get what you're
Get
here
with the
for. You didn't
program.
come to play.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then almost like you that are not doing all of that to tear your fellow man down, there's something wrong with you. It is difficult. So there's so much that's coming up against us as individuals, even just living beside them. Then when you talk about being a Christian, the straight and narrow is really, really narrow.
Mm.
For a lot of people, it
yeah.
is windy and wide. They love it.
See,
That's
me,
the
Mm,
thing.
I'm of the opinion, don't mess with your, don't mess with your peace of mind. Eh? And I don't think
yeah.
anyone can have peace of mind staying in that situation. And if you find yourself in that position, you are the one that should do something about it, not leave it to the other person, because
Yeah.
once again, you don't know the spirit from that person.
Take responsibility. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
the
Take
longer term of
responsibility
it
for
is that
yourself.
in that situation, take responsibility for yourself, for your action. Take responsibility, take charge.
Mm.
So if you're going to have to leave, leave. If you're going to have to work in a different department, work in a different department. If you're going to have to
Yeah.
not speak to the person, not being rude, but stay,
Yeah.
then do, but take responsibility for how you're going to get out of this mess. Because there is no
Yeah.
one size fits all. Lots of things, the learning curve. Some people have never been in that situation before. Some don't even know how to handle themselves because they're used to having their way,
Mhm.
or even used to having those feelings and it being reciprocated. So you as an individual,
Yeah.
male, female, whatever, if it is mutual, you need to take responsibility for the next step when it comes to quashing this thing and not allowing it to go any further.
Yeah.
However, you look at it, you don't have to leave the job if there's no other option, if there's nothing else. You've worked so hard to be here, you struggle to get this one. Jobs are not easy to get by, but taking responsibility is key. How do you
Very
take
important.
responsibility? Protecting your heart,
Yeah.
protecting your mind, protecting things that come out of your mouth,
Mm-hmm.
protecting your space, your personal space, being conscious. I would, like my husband, before we got married, if he used to pick up students in the university to church, they were not allowed to sit in front. They always sat at the back. He said the front was for his wife. Even if there
Okay.
were only two people in the car, he put them as a driver. And that's somebody that is taking responsibility, because I don't want you to think that it's okay. Even if there's nothing, before it gets to that point, I'm cutting it down. So you don't reach out and touch me and say it's mistake or something. It's just
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
mindset. This is what I'm going to do to protect me going forward. So
Yeah.
is that taking responsibility is key. And it's something that a lot of adults do not take responsibility for. And that's why you have
That's
people
true.
that motivate people and say, oh, it's the way that they dressed. How
Mm.
about you being a grown ass man or woman and not allowing those kind of things
Yeah.
affect you?
Mm-hmm. Close
Or
your
say,
Yeah.
eyes.
oh, when I
That's
drink,
true.
I can't help myself. I can't help myself. I behave anyhow. Then
Mm.
don't drink then,
Mm.
or
Abby.
control what you drink.
Abby.
Just is
Yeah.
the step by step. Adults do not know how to take responsibility for their actions, and they've grown
True.
up with that and continue that trend because they've gotten away with it and they feel it's okay.
Yeah.
And that's
Sissy,
the thing.
Sissy, you've said it all. Genuinely, look, this
That
is
is
all
so.
about
It is
people
so
taking
true. You're right. You're
responsibility.
right. It's about being,
Responsibility.
yeah, an adult.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, because you don't wait till the dilemma happens before you prevent it. That's what an adult
Mm-hmm.
does. Really.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because that's what we train our children that, if you don't get ready
Only
the night before, then you'll be running. You'll be late in the morning.
right.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
If you don't get ready for
Responsibility.
life,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. So on that
Well,
note,
that's well
Uncle
said.
Sumade,
Well said.
thank you. Thank you for bringing this dilemma to our doors. I think we might invite you back. We'll see. We'll think about it, Abby
I
Sisi.
think
Thank you so
we
much
do
for
enough
having
to
me. I
invite you
wanted to
back.
say that I'm so proud of you guys because I can't believe that
Thank
Ah,
it was less. It can't be more than 2 months ago that we were at the park at Ibukun's house, and you guys were just mentioning this thing, and I was like laughing, and then now here it is. You're really inspiration. I mean, there are lots of things that go on in my mind, and I
ah.
think, oh, because of you guys, I need to go and start doing them because you know you just showed me that there's nothing can stop you once you want to start something. So
Yeah.
thank you for
Very
having
true.
me
Thank you so
as your
much.
guest.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you
That
for
is so true.
All
coming.
Thank
right.
you for coming and joining us with your presence and the argument side of you. Because sometimes you do my head in and I'm like, I cannot be bothered. Like, I don't have to be arguing with this man, especially in church. It's too much. Like, life is not that serious. All those questions, man. And also
I'm not telling
to
you,
our
these
viewers.
questions are coming to my head. What am I supposed to
I
do?
know.
I've got to share them
I
somewhere.
know.
We'll keep praying for
Yeah,
you.
that's
We'll
true.
keep praying for you, Uncle Sumade. We'll just keep
You
praying. Go
need
on,
prayers.
Sissy.
Yeah. Also, to our
Uh,
viewers, what do you feel about the situation that Uncle
Mm,
Sumade has brought out? What do you think? What do
mm,
you think as individuals? Forget about our own angle. what do you think needs to be done? Tell us what you feel, tell us what you
Mm.
think, and tell us the way forward, because a lot of people want to read your reaction. We would love to read your reaction and maybe even discuss it going
Mm-hmm.
forward. So please let us know your thoughts. We
Mm-hmm.
appreciate that. And also, if you have any questions you would like Uncle Somade or Dr. Argument to answer, please leave it in the comment section and we will definitely take it up, because he's up for a challenge.
He
Trust
always
me.
is.
I
He's up
Yeah.
am.
for a
I
challenge.
definitely am.
Yes.
And please do
All
not
right.
forget to
Thank you
like,
so much, guys.
share, and subscribe. And on any platform you're
Yes.
listening to, put on notifications so when a podcast is released, you have immediate access to it. Thank you, everyone, for listening,
Mhm.
and have a blessed day.
Yes.
Bye.